Mystery is the spark that keeps attraction alive, the invisible thread that pulls people closer without them fully understanding why. It's the art of leaving something unsaid, of inviting curiosity rather than offering all the answers up front. When you master mystery, you create a dynamic where others are compelled to chase, to wonder, to invest emotionally, because they sense there's more to discover about you. This isn't about playing games or withholding your true self. It's about embracing the power of subtlety and allowing your complexity to unfold over time. Think about the people who captivate your attention. Are they the ones who lay everything bare immediately, or those who reveal themselves gradually, layer by layer? Human beings are wired to crave what they don't fully understand. When someone gives you glimpses of their world without handing over the entire map, your mind naturally seeks to fill in the blanks. Mystery taps into this instinct, keeping you intrigued and invested. By cultivating an aura of intrigue, you position yourself as someone worth pursuing, not because you're unattainable, but because you're endlessly fascinating. To embrace mystery, start by resisting the urge to overshare. In a world obsessed with constant communication and transparency, it's easy to fall into the trap of revealing too much too soon. But when you do, you leave little room for curiosity to grow. Instead, practice the art of selective disclosure. Share pieces of yourself strategically, leaving space for the other person to ask questions and seek deeper understanding. For example, mention a hobby or interest briefly, then let them inquire further if they're curious. Each interaction becomes an opportunity to deepen the connection while maintaining an air of unpredictability. Another way to cultivate mystery is by breaking patterns. Predictability breeds complacency, while spontaneity ignites excitement. If you've fallen into a routine where every interaction feels familiar and safe, shake things up. Surprise them with unexpected gestures, a thoughtful note, an impromptu outing, or even a bold opinion that challenges their perspective. These moments disrupt the status quo and remind them that there's still so much to explore about you. Spontaneity doesn't mean being reckless. It means introducing elements of surprise that keep the relationship fresh and engaging. Body language plays a crucial role in amplifying mystery. How you carry yourself communicates volumes before you ever speak. Maintain an open yet enigmatic presence. Make eye contact with intention, smile sparingly instead of constantly, and use pauses strategically during conversations. Silence can be just as powerful as words when used correctly. A well-timed pause invites curiosity, prompting the other person to lean in and wonder what you're thinking. Every movement, every glance, every moment of stillness should convey confidence and depth. Your stories and experiences also contribute to the tapestry of mystery. Instead of recounting every detail of your past, share highlights that hint at a richer narrative. Talk about a transformative trip without listing every destination, or describe a personal challenge without spelling out the resolution. Let your words paint a picture that invites imagination, leaving gaps for the listener to fill in themselves. When you allow others to piece together your story, you give them a sense of ownership in the discovery process, which only deepens their emotional investment. But perhaps the most profound form of mystery comes from staying true to your evolving self. People are drawn to those who are constantly growing, changing, and exploring new horizons. When you commit to personal development, whether through learning new skills, pursuing passions, or stepping outside your comfort zone, you become someone who cannot be easily defined or categorized. Growth creates layers within you, making it impossible for anyone to pin you down or take you for granted. This ongoing evolution ensures that you remain intriguing, no matter how long someone has known you. As you weave mystery into your interactions, remember that balance is essential. Too much distance or ambiguity can come across as aloofness, while too little leaves nothing to the imagination. The key is to strike a rhythm between availability and elusiveness, ensuring that you're present enough to build trust but elusive enough to inspire pursuit. Pay attention to the other person's reactions. Are they leaning in, asking questions, showing genuine interest? These signals will guide you in calibrating your approach. The beauty of mystery lies in its ability to transform perception. When you stop trying to prove yourself or fit into predefined roles, you invite others to see you as multifaceted and dynamic. You shift from being just a friend to someone who embodies possibility and potential. And as they begin to realize how much there is to uncover about you, their feelings toward you naturally evolve. Attraction thrives on discovery, and mystery ensures that the journey never ends. This journey isn't just about flipping the script in one relationship. It's about becoming someone who commands admiration and respect in every area of life. By mastering mystery, you step into a version of yourself that inspires fascination and loyalty. You create a gravitational pull that draws people toward you, not out of obligation, but out of genuine desire to know more. And yet, this transformation doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience, practice, and a willingness to embrace discomfort along the way. Now, imagine combining all these elements, energy, communication, love languages, and mystery, into a cohesive strategy that reshapes how others perceive you. Picture yourself walking into any situation with unwavering confidence, radiating vitality, and exuding an aura of intrigue that leaves others wanting more. That's the culmination of everything you've learned so far. But there's one final step to solidify your transformation, handling rejection with resilience and grace. Because no matter how skilled you become, setbacks will inevitably arise. The question isn't whether you'll face rejection. It's how you'll rise above it and emerge stronger than ever. Stay with me, because this is where true empowerment takes root. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness, and embracing it transforms the way you navigate rejection and relationships. When you allow yourself to be open about your struggles, fears, and aspirations, you create space for genuine connection. Vulnerability strips away pretense, revealing the raw, authentic version of yourself that others can't help but respect. It's in these moments of honesty that trust is built and barriers are broken down. By leaning into vulnerability, you stop chasing approval and start fostering understanding, both from others and within yourself. But vulnerability without boundaries is like a ship without a rudder. It drifts aimlessly and risks being taken for granted. This is where self-respect comes in. Setting healthy boundaries isn't about shutting people out, it's about defining what you will and won't accept in your life. Boundaries communicate your worth without needing to say a word. They tell others, I value myself too much to settle for less than I deserve. When you establish clear limits, whether it's saying no to toxic behavior or stepping back when someone doesn't reciprocate effort, you reinforce your sense of dignity and demand respect in return. The combination of vulnerability and boundaries creates a powerful dynamic. You're open enough to connect deeply, but strong enough to protect your energy. This balance ensures that your relationships are rooted in mutual admiration rather than one-sided sacrifice. People are naturally drawn to those who embody this equilibrium because it reflects emotional intelligence and maturity. And as you continue refining this approach, you'll notice a shift, not just in how others treat you, but in how you carry yourself. Confidence grows when you know you can handle whatever comes your way, whether it's rejection, misunderstanding, or even success. Now, let's talk about the role of gratitude in sustaining momentum. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good practice, it's a mindset that fuels resilience and attracts abundance. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, you cultivate a sense of fulfillment that radiates outward. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to possibility, reminding you that every experience, good or bad, contributes to your growth. Even rejection becomes easier to process when you view it as part of a larger journey towards something better. Celebrate small wins, acknowledge progress, and express appreciation for the lessons learned along the way. These habits keep you grounded and motivated, ensuring you stay aligned with your goals. Gratitude also strengthens your relationships by fostering positivity. When you consistently show appreciation for the people in your life, you create an atmosphere of warmth and connection. A simple thank you or acknowledgement of their efforts goes a long way in making them feel valued. This kind of emotional investment builds loyalty and deepens bonds, creating a foundation of mutual respect. At the same time, practicing gratitude helps you attract more of what you appreciate, whether it's kindness, support, or opportunities. What you focus on expands, and gratitude ensures that your energy remains directed toward abundance rather than lack. As you integrate gratitude into your daily routine, remember that it's not just about external expressions. It's also about internal reflection. Take time each day to sit quietly and reflect on what you're thankful for. Whether it's a skill you've developed, a challenge you've overcome, or simply the fact that you're still standing despite everything, These moments of introspection reinforce your inner strength. They remind you that you're capable of navigating life's ups and downs with grace and determination. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to seek out silver linings even in difficult situations, empowering you to face adversity with optimism. Another crucial element of personal empowerment is purpose. Purpose gives your actions meaning and direction, turning fleeting efforts into lasting impact. When you live with intention, every decision you make aligns with your values and long-term vision. This clarity not only boosts your confidence, but also inspires others to take notice. People are naturally drawn to those who know where they're going and why. They exude a magnetic energy that commands respect and admiration. Finding your purpose doesn't mean having all the answers. It means committing to the process of becoming the best version of yourself, one step at a time. To uncover your purpose, start by asking yourself what truly lights you up. What activities make you lose track of time? What causes or ideas ignite passion within you? Once you identify these drivers, find ways to incorporate them into your daily life. Pursuing purpose isn't about waiting for the perfect opportunity. It's about creating it through consistent action. Whether it's volunteering, learning a new skill, or dedicating time to a personal project, taking steps toward your passions infuses your life with excitement and fulfillment. As you grow into your purpose, flipping the script becomes less about changing others and more about embodying the change you want to see. Living with purpose also amplifies your ability to inspire others. When you lead by example, showing up authentically and pursuing your dreams with conviction, you give permission for others to do the same. Your courage becomes contagious, encouraging those around you to break free from their own limitations and embrace their potential. This ripple effect extends far beyond your immediate circle, touching lives in ways you may never fully realize. Purpose-driven individuals don't just transform their own stories, they spark movements that reshape the world. And yet, living with purpose requires discipline. Discipline bridges the gap between intention and action, turning dreams into reality. It's the quiet work behind the scenes, the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices made in service of a greater goal. Discipline isn't glamorous, but it's essential. Without it, even the most inspiring vision remains unfulfilled. Cultivate discipline by breaking big goals into manageable steps, celebrating incremental progress, and staying committed to the process regardless of setbacks. Remember, greatness isn't achieved overnight. It's forged through persistence and perseverance. This journey of vulnerability, gratitude, purpose, and discipline culminates in a profound transformation. You evolve from someone who seeks validation to someone who embodies self-worth. You transition from playing it safe to taking bold, calculated risks. And most importantly, you move from feeling stuck to stepping fully into your power. The tools you've gathered so far, understanding attraction, mastering communication, embracing mystery, handling rejection, and nurturing gratitude, are now fused together by purpose and discipline, creating an unstoppable force within you. Imagine walking into any room, any conversation, any situation, knowing that you've done the work to become unstoppable. That's the culmination of everything we've explored. But before we close this chapter, there's one final piece to solidify your transformation: investing in yourself first. Because true empowerment begins and ends with prioritizing your growth, happiness, and well-being above all else. Stay with me, because this last revelation will anchor everything you've learned and set you on a course toward limitless possibilities. Investing in yourself is the ultimate act of self-respect and the foundation of everything you've been building. When you prioritize your growth, happiness, and well-being, you send a clear message to the world and to yourself that you are worth it. This isn't selfishness, it's necessity. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and neglecting your own needs only leaves you drained, resentful, and unable to give your best to anyone or anything. By choosing to invest in yourself first, you reclaim your power and position yourself as someone who thrives, not just survives. Start by defining what investing in yourself means to you. For some, it's pursuing education or skill development, learning something new that excites them and expands their horizons. For others, it's dedicating time to physical health through exercise, nutrition, or mindfulness practices. It could also mean setting aside moments for solitude, creativity, or hobbies that bring joy and fulfillment. Whatever form it takes, investing in yourself is about honoring your potential, and nurturing the parts of you that make life vibrant and meaningful. These acts of self-care aren't luxuries. They're essentials that fuel your ability to show up fully in every area of your life. When you commit to this investment, you begin to notice subtle yet profound shifts. Your confidence grows because you're actively working on becoming the best version of yourself. Your energy rises because you're no longer depleting yourself trying to meet everyone else's expectations. And your presence becomes magnetic because people are naturally drawn to those who radiate vitality and purpose. The more you focus on your own growth, the less you rely on external validation to feel whole. This independence frees you from the need to chase approval, allowing relationships to form organically and authentically instead of out of desperation or obligation. But investing in yourself isn't always easy. It requires courage to put your needs first, especially if you're used to prioritizing others. Society often glorifies self-sacrifice, making it seem noble to constantly give at the expense of your own well-being. Yet true strength lies in recognizing that taking care of yourself enables you to serve others more effectively. Think of it like oxygen masks on an airplane. You secure yours before assisting others. In the same way, when you nurture your own growth, you create a reservoir of energy and wisdom that benefits everyone around you. This mindset shift transforms guilt into empowerment, reframing self-investment as an act of generosity rather than indulgence. One of the most impactful ways to invest in yourself is through personal development. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend workshops, or seek mentorship. Immerse yourself in resources that challenge and inspire you. Knowledge is power. And the more tools you equip yourself with, the better prepared you'll be to navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Personal development also fosters resilience, teaching you how to adapt, innovate, and persevere when faced with adversity. Each lesson learned adds another layer to your character, making you stronger, wiser, and more capable of achieving your goals. Financial investment in yourself is equally important, whether it's enrolling in courses, hiring a coach, or simply treating yourself to experiences that enrich your life. Spending money on your growth signals to your subconscious that you value yourself. Too often, people hesitate to invest in their own potential, fearing failure or questioning whether they're worth the cost. But consider this. Every dollar spent on your development is an investment in your future. A future where you're equipped with the skills, knowledge, and confidence to create the life you desire. What could be more valuable than that? Beyond tangible investments, emotional self-investment plays a critical role in your transformation. Take time to process your feelings, celebrate your wins, and forgive your mistakes. Emotional intelligence is the cornerstone of personal empowerment, enabling you to navigate relationships and challenges with clarity and grace. Practice journaling, meditation, or therapy to deepen your understanding of yourself and release any lingering doubts or fears. As you heal and grow emotionally, you unlock a level of authenticity that draws people toward you, not out of pity or obligation, but out of genuine admiration for who you are. As you continue down this path of self-investment, remember that consistency compounds over time. Small daily actions add up to monumental change. Reading 10 pages a day turns into finishing dozens of books a year. Taking a 30-minute walk each morning builds endurance and mental clarity. Spending 5 minutes reflecting on gratitude rewires your brain for positivity. These seemingly minor choices accumulate, shaping your reality in ways you might not immediately recognize. Trust the process and stay committed, knowing that every effort you make brings you closer to the life you envision. This journey of self-investment doesn't just transform your relationships, it transforms your entire existence. You step into a version of yourself that operates from abundance rather than scarcity, from confidence rather than fear. You stop seeking love and validation externally because you've cultivated it internally. And as a result, the dynamics around you begin to shift. People respond differently to you, not because you've changed for them, but because you've changed for yourself. Authenticity attracts authenticity, and when you embody self-worth, others can't help but mirror it back to you. Now imagine carrying this momentum forward into every interaction, every decision, every dream you pursue. Picture yourself unshakable, unstoppable, and unwavering in your belief that you deserve the very best. That's the culmination of flipping the script, not changing others, but transforming yourself so profoundly that the world has no choice but to see you differently. Every tool, every insight, every strategy we've explored leads to this moment. The realization that the power to rewrite your story has been within you all along. And now, as we bring this journey to a close, take a deep breath and reflect on how far you've come. From understanding attraction to embracing vulnerability, from handling rejection to investing in yourself, you've uncovered the keys to unlocking your full potential. But remember, the work doesn't end here. It continues every single day with every choice you make. Keep showing up, keep growing, and keep believing in the limitless possibilities ahead of you. Because the truth is, the greatest relationship you'll ever have is the one you build with yourself. And once that foundation is solid, there's nothing you can't achieve. The journey you've embarked upon isn't just about escaping the friend zone or flipping a single script. It's about rewriting the entire narrative of your life. Every step you've taken, every insight you've embraced has been building towards something greater. The realization that you are the author of your story. You hold the pen, and with it, the power to craft a reality that reflects your deepest desires, values, and aspirations. This truth is both liberating and demanding because it places the responsibility squarely on your shoulders, but also within your control. When you fully embrace this role, you stop waiting for permission to live the life you want. You no longer look to others for approval or validation because you know that everything you need resides within you. The tools you've gathered, understanding attraction, mastering communication, cultivating mystery, handling rejection, practicing gratitude, and investing in yourself are not isolated strategies. They're interconnected pieces of a larger framework designed to empower you to take charge. Together, they form a blueprint for transformation, one that applies not only to relationships but to every aspect of your existence. Your mindset shifts from passive to active, from reactive to intentional, and from uncertain to unstoppable. But let's be clear. This level of empowerment doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean never doubting yourself, never making mistakes, or always having all the answers. What it does mean is showing up anyway. It means choosing courage over comfort, growth over stagnation, and action over hesitation, even when the path feels uncertain. Life will test you, challenge you, and push you to your limits. That's where the magic happens. Growth isn't found in ease. It's forged in struggle. Each obstacle you face is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. And with each victory, no matter how small, you solidify your belief in your own potential. Now, as you move forward, carry this understanding with you. Transformation is a lifelong process. There's no final destination, no point at which you arrive and can rest on your laurels. The world is constantly changing, and so are you. Embrace this fluidity, this endless cycle of learning and evolving. Stay curious, stay open, and remain willing to adapt. The moment you think you've figured it all out is the moment you stop growing. Keep seeking new knowledge, exploring unfamiliar territory, and pushing beyond your comfort zone. This commitment to continuous improvement ensures that you never settle for anything less than extraordinary. Your legacy isn't defined by what you achieve, it's shaped by who you become along the way. The person you're becoming right now, the resilient, self-aware, empowered individual stepping into their power, is the true reward of this journey. When you prioritize growth, authenticity, and purpose, you inspire others to do the same. Your energy ripples outward, touching lives in ways you may never fully see. Maybe it's a friend who watches you pursue your dreams and decides to chase theirs. Maybe it's a stranger who notices your confidence and finds courage in their own heart. Your impact extends far beyond what you can measure. And that's the beauty of leading by example. As you reflect on everything you've learned, remember that success isn't about comparison. It's about contribution. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about being the best version of yourself and using your gifts to uplift others. Whether it's through acts of kindness, sharing your wisdom, or simply living with integrity, your presence matters. You have the ability to make the world brighter, kinder, and more meaningful simply by being who you are. Let that thought fuel your actions and guide your decisions. Every choice you make contributes to the legacy you leave behind. And finally, trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust that every effort, every sacrifice, every moment of discomfort is leading you somewhere beautiful. Even when the road feels long and the outcome uncertain, keep moving forward. Progress often happens incrementally, almost imperceptibly, until one day you look back and realize how far you've come. Celebrate those milestones, no matter how small, and use them as fuel to keep going. The only thing standing between you and the life you desire is time and your willingness to persist. So go ahead, take the first step today. Speak your truth, set your boundaries, invest in your growth, and show up as the magnetic, unstoppable force you were always meant to be. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Create it, shape it, live it. Because the greatest gift you can give to the world is the fullest expression of yourself. And as you continue down this path, know that you're not alone. Countless others are walking similar journeys, driven by the same hunger for meaning, connection, and fulfillment. Together we rise. Together we thrive. This is your time, your moment, your story. Write it boldly, live it fiercely, and watch as the universe aligns to support your vision. The power is yours. Use it wisely. The universe has a way of responding to the energy you put out into the world. When you align your thoughts, actions, and intentions with clarity and purpose, you begin to notice synchronicities, opportunities, people, and moments that seem almost serendipitous in their timing. These aren't accidents. They're the result of your unwavering focus and commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. The more you step into your power, the more life conspires to meet you there. This isn't magic. It's momentum, the natural outcome of consistent effort and belief in your vision. But momentum requires fuel, and that fuel is discipline. Discipline isn't about restriction or punishment. It's about creating habits that serve your highest good. It's waking up early not because you have to, but because you choose to. It's saying no to distractions and yes to priorities that align with your goals. It's showing up even when motivation wanes, trusting that progress compounds over time. Discipline is the quiet force behind every success story, the invisible thread weaving together scattered efforts into something extraordinary. Without it, even the most brilliant ideas remain unrealized dreams. With it, anything becomes possible. As you cultivate discipline, lean into patience as its counterpart. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, and expecting immediate results only sets you up for frustration. Instead, embrace the process, the daily grind, the incremental gains, the lessons hidden within setbacks. Each step forward, no matter how small, contributes to the larger picture. Like planting seeds in a garden, you won't see the fruits of your labor right away, but with care and consistency, growth is inevitable. Patience allows you to honor the journey without rushing the destination, knowing that the effort you invest today will shape the reality you experience tomorrow. This balance of discipline and patience builds resilience, the ability to withstand challenges without losing sight of your purpose. Life will test you, it always does, but resilience ensures you stay standing. It's not about avoiding difficulties, it's about facing them head on, learning from them, and emerging stronger on the other side. Resilience comes from knowing who you are and why you're here. When your sense of self-worth is unshakable, external circumstances lose their power to derail you. You become someone who thrives under pressure, someone who turns obstacles into opportunities, someone who refuses to give up. Now, as you deepen your resilience, remember that community plays a vital role in sustaining your momentum. No one succeeds alone, and surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals amplifies your growth exponentially. Seek out mentors, peers, and supporters who inspire you to aim higher and push further. Share your struggles and victories with them, knowing that vulnerability strengthens bonds and fosters mutual accountability. At the same time, be mindful of toxic influences, those who drain your energy, doubt your potential, or discourage your progress. Protect your space fiercely, ensuring that those around you lift you up rather than hold you back. Community also reminds you that you're part of something bigger than yourself. Your individual journey contributes to a collective movement toward growth, love, and connection. When you lift others as you climb, you create a ripple effect that benefits everyone involved. Acts of kindness, encouragement, and collaboration multiply your impact, proving that success isn't a zero-sum game. There's room for everyone to shine. And your light doesn't dim when you help others glow, it intensifies. Together, we expand what's possible, breaking barriers and redefining limits. This interconnectedness extends beyond human relationships. It encompasses your relationship with the world itself. Nature, art, music, literature, all of these elements enrich your life and spark creativity. They remind you of beauty even in the midst of chaos, offering solace and inspiration when you need it most. Make time to immerse yourself in experiences that ignite wonder and awe. Walk through forests, listen to symphonies, read books that challenge your perspective. These moments replenish your spirit and reconnect you to the infinite possibilities available to you. Creativity flourishes in spaces where curiosity thrives, so never stop exploring. Creativity, in turn, fuels innovation. It pushes boundaries, breaks molds, and dares to imagine new realities. Whether you're solving problems, pursuing passions, or simply navigating everyday challenges, creativity empowers you to approach them with fresh eyes and open minds. Don't limit yourself to conventional thinking. Dream boldly, experiment fearlessly, and trust that failure is just another form of feedback. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history came from people willing to take risks and embrace uncertainty. Let their stories remind you that innovation begins with a single step into the unknown. And yet, none of this matters if you don't take ownership of your choices. Ownership means recognizing that you are the architect of your reality, responsible for both your triumphs and your setbacks. Blaming others or circumstances keeps you stuck in victimhood, while taking responsibility frees you to act. Every decision you make shapes your trajectory, and owning those decisions, even the ones that lead to mistakes, empowers you to course correct and move forward. Accountability breeds integrity, and integrity earns respect from others and, most importantly, from yourself. This principle of ownership applies to every area of your life, your mindset, your relationships, your health, your career. When you claim authorship of your story, you stop waiting for external validation or permission. You start making choices based on what aligns with your values and aspirations, not what pleases others or conforms to societal expectations. This shift transforms you from a passive participant into an active creator, someone who designs their life with intention and purpose. And as you embody this mindset, you inspire others to do the same, creating a culture of empowerment wherever you go. So now, as you stand at the intersection of all you've learned and all you're capable of achieving, ask yourself, what will you do next? How will you channel this newfound clarity, strength, and determination into action? The answers lie within you, waiting to be uncovered and unleashed. Trust yourself to find them, and trust the process to guide you. Remember, the only limits that truly exist are the ones you impose on yourself, and you have the power to remove them anytime you choose. Let this moment mark the beginning of something extraordinary. Carry the lessons you've absorbed, the growth you've experienced, and the fire burning inside you into everything you do. Be relentless in your pursuit of greatness, compassionate in your interactions, and fearless in your expression of truth. As you continue along this path, keep reminding yourself why you started. To live fully, love deeply, and leave a legacy that inspires generations to come. The future is yours to create. Shape it boldly, passionately, and without apology. Because the world is waiting for what only you can bring. The future you envision isn't some distant reality. It's being shaped right now, in this moment, by the thoughts you think and the actions you take. Every decision you make plants a seed, and those seeds grow into the life you experience. This awareness is both empowering and humbling because it reminds you that you are the master of your destiny. The choices you make today ripple outward, influencing not only your own path, but also the lives of those around you. When you act with intention, you create waves of positive change that extend far beyond what you can see. But acting with intention requires clarity, an unshakable understanding of who you are and what you want. Without clarity, it's easy to drift aimlessly, reacting to circumstances rather than shaping them. Take time to reflect on your values, passions, and long-term vision. What drives you? What excites you? What legacy do you want to leave behind? These questions aren't just philosophical exercises. They're guideposts that keep you aligned with your purpose. Write down your answers, revisit them often, and let them anchor you when distractions threaten to pull you off course. Clarity gives you direction, and direction fuels momentum. With clarity comes conviction, the unwavering belief that your dreams are worth pursuing and that you have the ability to achieve them. Conviction silences doubt, quieting the inner critic that tries to convince you to settle for less. It doesn't mean ignoring fear or discomfort, it means moving forward despite them. Fear is natural. It's a sign that you're stepping outside your comfort zone and into growth territory. But fear doesn't get the final say. Your conviction does. Remind yourself daily why you started this journey, and let that why be the force that propels you through challenges and uncertainties. When your reasons are strong enough, no obstacle can stop you. As you move forward with clarity and conviction, remember the importance of balance. Growth isn't about perfection or extremes, it's about harmony. Push yourself, yes, but also give yourself grace. Celebrate progress without obsessing over perfection. Rest when you need to recharge, knowing that rest isn't laziness, it's preparation for the next phase of effort. Balance ensures sustainability, allowing you to maintain momentum without burning out. Life is a marathon, not a sprint, and pacing yourself wisely ensures you cross the finish line stronger than ever. This balance extends to how you approach relationships as well. While independence is crucial, connection remains essential. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, support you, and inspire you to grow. At the same time, offer the same level of encouragement and accountability to them. Healthy relationships thrive on reciprocity, mutual respect, trust, and investment. They remind you that while your journey is uniquely yours, you don't have to walk it alone. Lean on your community during tough times and celebrate their victories as if they were your own. Together, you amplify each other's strengths and soften each other's struggles. In nurturing these connections, never underestimate the power of presence. Being fully present transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. It's not about grand gestures or elaborate plans, it's about showing up authentically, listening deeply, and engaging wholeheartedly. Presence communicates love, respect, and appreciation more powerfully than words ever could. Whether you're spending time with loved ones, working toward a goal, or simply enjoying solitude, bring your full attention to the task at hand. Mindfulness enriches every experience, making even the simplest moments feel profound and meaningful. And yet presence isn't just about how you show up for others, it's also about how you show up for yourself. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal growth, enabling you to recognize patterns, triggers, and areas for improvement. Regularly check in with yourself. How am I feeling? What do I need? Am I staying true to my values? These reflections foster emotional intelligence, helping you navigate challenges with wisdom and grace. The better you understand yourself, the easier it becomes to align your actions with your aspirations. Self-awareness turns introspection into action, turning insights into results. Results, however, should never be the sole measure of success. True fulfillment comes from the journey itself, the lessons learned, the resilience built, the joy experienced along the way. External achievements are fleeting unless they're rooted in internal satisfaction. Focus on becoming someone who embodies integrity, kindness, and courage, regardless of accolades or recognition. When your sense of worth stems from within, external validation loses its grip on you. You become someone who thrives not for applause, but for the sheer love of living fully and authentically. Living fully means embracing all aspects of yourself, the light and the shadow, the strengths and the vulnerabilities. Growth happens when you integrate these parts instead of rejecting or hiding them. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength disguised as softness. It allows you to connect deeply with others and access parts of yourself that might otherwise remain untapped. By embracing your imperfections, you step into authenticity, inspiring others to do the same. Authenticity creates ripples, reminding everyone around you that they too can be unapologetically themselves. Now, as you embody this authenticity, carry it into everything you do. Let it guide your decisions, shape your interactions, and define your legacy. Be bold in your pursuit of greatness, compassionate in your treatment of others, and fearless in your expression of truth. Trust that the universe supports those who dare to dream big and work hard. Keep showing up, keep growing, and keep believing in the limitless potential within you. Because the world needs exactly what you have to offer, a unique blend of passion, perspective, and purpose that no one else can replicate. So rise. Rise to meet the challenges ahead. Rise to embrace the opportunities waiting for you. Rise to become the person you were always meant to be. The tools, the insights, the strength, they're all within you now. Use them to build a life that inspires, uplifts, and transforms. And as you rise, know that you're not just changing your own story. You're contributing to a greater narrative, one where courage meets compassion and dreams become reality. The stage is set, the spotlight is on. All that's left is for you to step into it and shine. Stepping into the spotlight isn't about seeking attention. It's about owning your place in the world with unshakable confidence and purpose. When you rise to meet your potential, you send a message not just to yourself, but to everyone around you, that greatness is possible, that dreams are worth chasing, and that no obstacle is insurmountable. This isn't arrogance, it's self-awareness paired with action. It's knowing what you're capable of and refusing to settle for anything less than extraordinary. Every time you choose courage over fear, authenticity over conformity, and growth over stagnation, you elevate not only your own life, but the collective energy of those who witness your journey. Courage, however, doesn't exist without fear. The two are intertwined, like opposing forces that shape the arc of your story. Fear whispers lies that you're not ready, not worthy, not enough, but courage answers back with truth. Courage reminds you that readiness is an illusion, that worthiness isn't earned but inherent, and that enough is a mindset, not a milestone. When fear tries to hold you back, lean into it. Ask yourself, what would I do if I weren't afraid? Then take one small step in that direction. Momentum builds from motion, and even the smallest act of bravery can ignite a chain reaction of transformation. Transformation begins within, but its effects ripple outward. As you grow, you inspire others to do the same, not through words alone, but through the example you set. Your courage becomes contagious, sparking a fire in those who see you push past limits they once thought were fixed. They begin to ask themselves, if they can do it, why can't I? And so, your journey becomes a catalyst for theirs. This interconnectedness is the beauty of human existence. We rise together, lifting each other higher as we climb. Your light doesn't dim when you share it, it multiplies, illuminating paths for others to follow. But lighting the way for others doesn't mean neglecting your own path. Balance is key, giving while also receiving, leading while also learning, growing while also grounding yourself in gratitude. Keep nurturing the foundation you've built: clarity, conviction, resilience, and authenticity. These pillars support everything you strive to achieve, ensuring that your ascent is steady and sustainable. Without them, success feels hollow. With them, every victory carries depth and meaning. Success isn't defined by external markers. It's measured by how aligned you are with your true self and how much joy you find in the process. Joy, after all, is the ultimate fuel for persistence. When you pursue what sets your soul on fire, effort no longer feels burdensome. It feels exhilarating. Passion transforms work into play, challenges into adventures, and setbacks into setups for comebacks. Find what excites you, what makes you lose track of time, and pour your energy into it. Let curiosity guide you, experimentation drive you, and enthusiasm sustain you. Life is too short to spend it doing anything less than what fills you with purpose and delight. Joy isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for lasting fulfillment. And yet, joy doesn't erase pain, it coexists with it. Growth often comes wrapped in discomfort, and embracing this duality is essential. Pain teaches empathy, struggle builds resilience, and loss deepens appreciation for what remains. Instead of resisting hardship, welcome it as part of the process. Each tear shed waters the seeds of strength, each stumble sharpens your resolve, and each heartbreak opens space for new beginnings. You don't have to pretend everything is perfect to be happy. You simply need to trust that every experience contributes to your evolution. Embrace the full spectrum of emotions, knowing that contrast makes the colors of your life more vivid. As you navigate this spectrum, stay rooted in gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a practice. It's a perspective that shifts your focus from lack to abundance. It reminds you of how far you've come, even when the road ahead seems long. Celebrate the progress you've made, the lessons you've learned, and the love you've shared along the way. Gratitude amplifies positivity, attracting more reasons to be thankful and creating a cycle of joy and contentment. Even in moments of uncertainty, there's always something to appreciate: a breath, a sunrise, a kind word, and acknowledging these gifts keeps your spirit buoyant. This buoyancy carries you through storms and stillness alike, enabling you to adapt to whatever comes your way. Adaptability is the hallmark of resilience, the ability to bend without breaking, to pivot when necessary, and to reinvent yourself when required. Life rarely unfolds exactly as planned, but flexibility ensures you stay aligned with your goals regardless of detours. Be open to change, embrace uncertainty, and trust that every twist and turn has a purpose. Your capacity to adapt determines your ability to thrive, turning chaos into opportunity and disruption into innovation. Opportunities arise when preparation meets perseverance. Keep honing your skills, expanding your knowledge, and refining your craft. Mastery isn't achieved overnight. It's cultivated through consistent effort and dedication. Whether it's a skill, a passion, or a relationship, invest in it daily, knowing that incremental improvements compound over time. Excellence isn't a destination, it's a habit, a commitment to giving your best in every moment. When you operate from a place of excellence, opportunities naturally gravitate toward you because you embody the qualities they seek. These opportunities, however, aren't ends in themselves. They're stepping stones towards something greater. Use them to stretch yourself, to test your limits, and to discover new facets of your potential. Don't shy away from challenges. Embrace them as invitations to grow. Each challenge you overcome adds another layer to your story, making it richer, deeper, and more compelling. Your journey isn't just about achieving goals. It's about becoming someone who can handle anything life throws your way with grace, grit, and gratitude. Now, as you stand at this juncture, armed with tools, fueled by passion, and guided by purpose, know that the power to create your reality rests entirely in your hands. The future isn't something that happens to you. It's something you build, moment by moment, choice by choice. So keep choosing courage, keep choosing growth, and keep choosing love for yourself, for others, and for the limitless possibilities ahead. Because the truth is, the only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the decision to move forward. Decide boldly, live fiercely, and watch as the universe aligns to support your vision. The stage is yours. Take it. The decision to move forward is the spark that ignites transformation, but it's the consistency of your actions that keeps the flame burning. Momentum isn't built in grand gestures. It's forged in the quiet daily commitments you make to yourself. It's waking up each morning with intention, even when motivation wanes. It's choosing discipline over doubt, action over hesitation, and progress over perfection. These small, deliberate choices accumulate, creating a force so powerful that it propels you towards your dreams faster than any single leap ever could. Consistency requires faith, a belief that your efforts, no matter how incremental, are shaping a future you may not yet see. This faith isn't blind, it's rooted in evidence. Think about the seeds planted in soil. They don't sprout overnight, but they grow steadily beneath the surface before breaking through. Your work operates the same way. Trust that every step you take, every habit you cultivate, and every challenge you overcome contributes to something greater. Even on days when progress feels invisible, know that beneath the surface, roots are forming, preparing you for exponential growth. But staying consistent demands more than just effort. It demands focus. In a world filled with distractions, maintaining clarity about your priorities is essential. Define what truly matters to you and ruthlessly eliminate anything that doesn't align with those values. Say no to activities that drain your energy or divert your attention. Protect your time as if it were your most precious resource, because it is. Focus amplifies your impact, allowing you to channel your energy into pursuits that bring you closer to your goals. When you concentrate on what matters most, everything else falls into place. Focus also sharpens your ability to recognize opportunities. Opportunities often disguise themselves as challenges or detours, requiring keen awareness to identify their potential. Train yourself to see beyond obstacles, to look for the lessons hidden within setbacks, and to spot the openings that lead to breakthroughs. The more attuned you become to these signals, the better equipped you'll be to seize them. Success isn't always about creating opportunities. It's about recognizing and capitalizing on the ones already present. As you sharpen your focus, remember the importance of adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and rigid plans can crumble under the weight of change. Instead of clinging to specific outcomes, remain flexible enough to adjust your approach while staying anchored to your purpose. Adaptability allows you to navigate uncertainty with grace, turning unexpected twists into advantages. It's not about giving up on your vision. It's about trusting that there are multiple paths to achieving it. Be willing to experiment, iterate, and evolve as needed, knowing that flexibility strengthens rather than weakens your resolve. This blend of focus and adaptability creates a dynamic equilibrium, enabling you to stay grounded while embracing growth. Growth, however, isn't linear. It's messy, non-linear, and often uncomfortable. Expect resistance both internally and externally. Your mind might try to sabotage your progress with self-doubt, and external circumstances may test your patience. But resistance isn't a sign to stop. It's confirmation that you're moving in the right direction. Pushing against resistance builds strength. Much like lifting weights strains muscles to make them grow, each challenge you face is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you're capable of enduring and thriving. Thriving means finding joy even amidst struggle. Joy isn't contingent on ease. It's cultivated through perspective. Shift your mindset from seeing difficulties as burdens to viewing them as stepping stones. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How will this make me stronger? When you reframe challenges as opportunities for growth, they lose their power to intimidate you. Instead, they become catalysts for transformation, pushing you closer to the person you're meant to become. Transformation begins with self-awareness, the ability to observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment. Self-awareness empowers you to break free from patterns that no longer serve you and replace them with habits that align with your aspirations. Regularly check in with yourself. Am I acting out of fear or courage? Am I staying true to my values? Am I growing or stagnating? These reflections foster accountability, ensuring that you remain aligned with your purpose. The better you understand yourself, the easier it becomes to guide your life with intention. Intentionality extends beyond personal development. It shapes how you interact with the world. Every word you speak, every action you take, and every decision you make sends ripples outward. Choose kindness, compassion, and integrity in all that you do. Lead by example, showing others what's possible when you live with authenticity and purpose. Your influence reaches farther than you realize, inspiring those around you to strive for their best selves. Leadership isn't about authority, it's about impact. And the greatest leaders are those who uplift others while walking their own path with humility and heart. Humility reminds you that success isn't solitary, it's shared. Celebrate the victories of others as if they were your own, knowing that their wins don't diminish yours. Collaboration amplifies achievement, creating synergy where individual efforts might fall short. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, support you, and inspire you to reach higher. Together you form a community of growth, united by a collective commitment to excellence. Connection enriches your journey, reminding you that you're never alone in your pursuit of greatness. Connection also deepens gratitude. As you witness the contributions of others and acknowledge the blessings in your own life, gratitude naturally arises. Gratitude fuels generosity, encouraging you to give back in ways big and small. Whether it's offering mentorship, lending a helping hand, or simply sharing words of encouragement, acts of service multiply your impact. Giving reinforces the cycle of abundance, reminding you that the more you contribute, the more you receive in return, not always materially, but always meaningfully. Meaning is the cornerstone of fulfillment. Without it, achievements feel hollow, relationships lack depth, and experiences lose significance. Seek meaning in everything you do, asking yourself, does this align with my values? Does it bring me closer to my purpose? Will it leave a positive legacy? When your actions are infused with meaning, they carry weight and resonance. You stop chasing fleeting pleasures and start pursuing lasting satisfaction, building a life that feels rich and rewarding. Richness isn't measured by possessions, it's measured by presence. Be fully engaged in every moment, whether you're working toward a goal, spending time with loved ones, or simply savoring solitude. Presence transforms ordinary experiences into extraordinary ones, making life feel vibrant and alive. Mindfulness anchors you in the now, freeing you from regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. The present is where power resides, the only place where you can act, create, and shape your reality. Now, as you embody presence, gratitude, connection, and meaning, let them guide you forward. Keep rising, keep evolving, and keep shining brightly. Trust that the universe supports those who dare to dream boldly and act decisively. Stay relentless in your pursuit of excellence, compassionate in your interactions, and fearless in your expression of truth. Because the world needs exactly what you have to offer. a unique blend of passion, resilience, and purpose that inspires others to rise alongside you. So take the next step, then another, and another. Keep moving forward, knowing that each stride brings you closer to the extraordinary life you envision. The tools, the insights, the strength, they're all within you now. Use them to build a reality that reflects your highest aspirations.